if you have been struggling to find your style, to understand how you could make your photo stand out, well, you're not alone, and I used to be exactly at that stage myself a few years ago. I've worked on this topic a lot myself, as I just said, but I've also worked with students to help them to find their style, and that's a topic I'm very passionate about, and so much that I have actually built a method and a roadmap to help photographers to find their style. So I've identified 5 phases that every photographers need to go through to be able to find their style, like a style they are going to recognize as their style. They are going to embody a style that feels like this is their photos. And so here are the 5 phases. So the first phase is a confusion phase. That's probably the phase where you are in. That's the phase where you realize that you have no idea how to find your style and you are a bit confused. You don't know how to get out of this phase. How are you going to have this style that is going to make you stand out? The second phase is the reference phase. That's a phase where I've actually built a framework where you need to find your heroes. You need to find what you like and why to be able to move forward. Then the third phase is the identity phase, a phase that is very important, that is kind of not directly related to your art, to photography, but super important to create a style that is really designed for you. So in the identity phase, you really learn who you are and how you can take who you are and make it visual, make it inside of your photos. Then the fourth phase is the integration phase, how you make your history, your references, what you like, your identity, to make that into a strong style. And the last phase, the fifth phase, is embodiment phase. That's when you are going to practice so much that your style becomes second nature, and that's actually when you have a style you are proud of and happy to talk about. So I'm not going to detail all this roadmap. I just wanted to evoke it because I think it's interesting when you are struggling to find your style and you are not sure how to approach this topic. So the reason why I made this video is to give you one exercise that I did myself years ago and helped me a ton to find my style. It's an exercise that takes time and effort. So if you are lazy and you think you're just gonna snap your fingers and you're gonna have a style, well, that's not for you, because it's not how it's going to happen. This exercise, I call it the 30-day challenge. So take a pen and a paper and write down what you need to do. For the next 30 days, I want you to commit to edit 1 photo per day. And when I say 1 photo per day, this is not re-editing the same photo 5 times on 5 days in a row because you were not happy with the result. That's really 1 different photo per day. Whether you are happy or not, you need to finish it the same day. And then if you are on social media, I would also challenge you to post that photo, so it's going to look like this. So let's say you use Instagram. From, let's say, tomorrow, you are going to edit 1 photo and then post it the same day on Instagram. Why should you post the photo? Simply because this is the one thing that is going to make you accountable first, and then second thing is that it's going to help you to grow your account. People are going to notice that you post regularly, and they're gonna be here rooting for you, especially if you explain what you are doing and why you are doing it. Posting on social media, posting it somewhere will help you to don't give up. You are not allowed to take a day off. You need to post 1 photo per day and to edit 1 photo per day. It doesn't mean you have to spend 1-2 hours in the software. If one day you don't have much time, well, just open Lightroom, Camera Raw quickly, or even your phone app, and do a little edit and post the photo, okay? So that's an exercise I did myself years ago, and there was a time where I was really pissed that I couldn't find my style. And so I'm not sure why I had this idea of doing a challenge where I would edit 1 photo per day and post them on Instagram. The reason is that at that time my struggle was that I was editing one photo with 5 different styles and I couldn't figure out which one I preferred the most. And so I was spending more time re-editing the same photo than actually editing photos without overthinking everything. And this exercise really helped me to actually find my style. And when I decided to do this challenge, I had no idea that at the end of the 30 days, I was going to find my style and to really understand how I like to edit. I found my workflow, so a repetition of action that you do when you edit your photo, which means all of your photos are going to have the same vibe, even though the photos are different. And that also means that you are saving time because you are always doing the same action repetitively. And I wouldn't have found out my workflow and my style without doing this challenge. Something else that has been super interesting, even though that was not the goal, is that I didn't have much followers at that time, maybe around 300 followers on Instagram. But people were really rooting for me, engaging under my content, acknowledging the progress. They were telling me they loved some photos that I personally hated. So that was super interesting to have people participating in the challenge, even though that was my own challenge. So that's why I highly recommend to have the courage to share your work and share this challenge with people that you don't know, even if it's scary for you today. So let me know in the comment if you decide to do the challenge. Also, if you decide to do the challenge and post them on Instagram, please post the link of your first post in the description, and I want to be here for you to encourage you in your comments section. So post the link in the comments. And also, if you are still here, I have a 20 days free course where I help photographers to find their style, grow their editing skill, and also grow their visibility on social media. So if you are interested, that's completely free. I'll add the link in the description and I'll be happy to share those 20 tips with you. Good luck with the challenge and I see you in the next video.